Hey everybody, today I have the honor of chatting with Miss Supranational South Africa 2020, Thato Mosehle, and we're just waiting for her to connect online. So if you guys have any questions for her, let me know, post them, and I will be more than happy to ask your questions to her. Okay, I think she's just getting online. Let's see. Good morning. Or good afternoon.
Hey, wait.
I love your voice.
Hi.
Ah.
Hi. Is it Rafa?
Yes, it's Rafa. How are you, honey?
Nice to meet you. I'm good. How are you?
Good. Are you using an iPhone?
Yes, I am.
Is there any way you can orient your camera like in a landscape position? I mean, it's
Okay,
not important, but I think it's better if it's landscape because in
let
that
me try
case,
that.
sure,
Does it matter? I can just turn it
you
like
can
this.
you can do that, but then again, your head is on an angle on this side, like sideways.
Let me
You don't bother. That's fine. Whatever you feel comfortable with.
let me see. I've never done it like that. Uh,
That's okay. Don't sweat it.
sorry. So sorry.
That's
I don't know
fine.
how to do it.
That's okay. Well,
Okay.
nice to meet you. We're live now on YouTube. So now you were crowned. Actually, I shouldn't say you were crowned. You were appointed Miss Supranational South Africa 2020. Now,
Yes.
when I spoke with Natasha, she explained to me why she opted to go to Universe, but you opted to go to Supranational. Was that your choice, or where did the organization actually appointed you to go to Supranational?
So it was more of a discussion with the organization and bearing the factors and the previous winners of the three different competitions. I thought it was wisest to go to Miss Supranational, and especially the kind of projects that they have and the things they recognize are in keeping with what I like to do from the ground up project. So I want to go to Miss Supranational, yes.
Okay. Now, have you ever competed in pageants before? Not counting the Miss South Africa pageant.
Yes, I
In other words,
did.
did you have any pageant experience?
Yes, I did. I did quite a few pageants when I was doing my undergrad studies in university. My first pageant was not, well, it was involuntary. It was compulsory for all the first years to participate in that pageant. And I actually enjoyed it. So I was actually quite a sporty girl. I did a lot of netball. And then after having a very bad knee injury, I said, well, I can't play netball, I can't jump, I can't run, but at least I can walk, which is basically the only physical requirement of pageantry. So yes, I started I started in undergrad, yes.
Okay. Did you actually compete with Zozibini?
No, I did not,
No.
not at any point, but I did compete in one of the competitions she once went through. It's a national soccer team pageant, Miss Mamelodi Sundowns, which was really so much fun. And yes, I guess I do pageants for the fun of it.
Okay. Now, of course, to those who are not familiar, with you, please tell us a little about yourself, your family, your background, and where you came from.
Okay, so I am Thato Mosehle. I'm 26. I come from a small town in the Northwest Province in South Africa called Stilfontein. The town is known for its mines. We used to mine a lot of gold. So I grew up around a lot of earthquakes because of the deep mines. So yeah, so always living on the edge. But yes, I was a very sporty girl, like I touched on earlier on. I did athletics, I did netball, I represented my province on the national competitions, which is really fun for me. And yeah, my mom is a policewoman. My dad is in the security department. So my mom really I think she knew the dangers that were out there. So she really raised me in a very strict manner. So I would say I was a good girl. I never went bad. I was always following the rules. I have a younger brother who just finished, he graduated with his BCom economics degree. And yes, that's about it.
Now,
oh, yes.
Go ahead. Okay. So how do you pronounce your last name?
Mosehle.
Mosehle.
Yes, that is from the back. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Well done.
Okay, because I think when I created the promotional banner for this interview, I had misspelled your last name. I think I put the H after the MOH, and then I'm so sorry about that.
No problem. No problem. I saw you corrected it. Yes, I saw the correction. Yeah. So then I went to an all-girls high school. So I was in boarding school, all girls, which was so empowering for me because I was almost in this cocoon where it wasn't about gender because we were all the same gender. It was just about the person and your abilities. So we were taught that you could be anything you want to be. And it was never really drilled that you're a woman. It was just drilled that you're a child who has ambitions, who can do anything. And then I went on and then I studied my degree in medicine, and then I qualified as a medical doctor in 2018. Yeah.
So are you a nurse practitioner? Are you a nurse, or what exactly?
No, I'm a medical doctor. So I finished in 2018, and then I did 2 years of my internship, and now I'm moving on into community service.
Okay, that's wonderful. Of course, I read that you have already taken the vaccine, I believe last April. Did you have any hesitation taking or reservations taking the vaccine, considering that there's a lot of pros and cons about taking it? So did you have any hesitations at all taking it?
I did have hesitations. I think it's so natural for any person to have hesitations. But then I went on and I did my own research because I'm a scientist by nature. I read up on how it was made and things like that. And for me, it was just the closest step for us overcoming this terrible pandemic. So I ended up going and getting my vaccine, and I'm so grateful I did. And I would encourage anyone to read up before anything you have hesitancy about. You should read up and get all the relevant information, then make an informed decision.
Now, did you take 2 doses?
No, I did the Johnson & Johnson one, which only requires 1 dose. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because the Johnson & Johnson, at least in America, was quite controversial. I know you've heard about, some fatalities associated with that vaccine. And whereas with the other ones, the Pfizer and the Moderna, I think there's very little problems associated with those. So, I mean, honestly, I haven't taken the vaccine. I'm not an anti-vaxxer, but I'm just waiting because in America, we have this powerful government agencies called the Food and Drug Administration. And they're the ones who decide whether or not such and such vaccine or drug should be available to the public. But so far, they have not approved the vaccine.
I think they're just waiting for more people to see the actual side effects. But I guess I'm a person who has benefited from other people sacrificing themselves in the line of science. So I would be more than happy to try something that would help people in future. So you should be grateful for us who are trying it out so that it's safe for you. But I don't think that adverse effects are that scary for me, because there are so many other medications that for example, women take a lot of combined oral contraceptives these days, and it's a very high chance of developing lung clots and DVTs and other things. But we still do it because of the benefit outweighing the risks. So I think for each individual, they must just weigh their own benefits in terms of the risk. Because I said in my one, I have Tuesday Talks with Dr. Thato on my Instagram. And in one of the videos, I said that it is guaranteed that severe COVID does kill, for specific groups of people who have certain comorbidities and things like that. But the potentials of side effects are so this or that I would, if I was in a position where the reality of COVID was in front of me versus the potentials of the side effects of the vaccine, I'd definitely take the vaccine.
Mm-hmm. Now, so the vaccine is available to every resident in South Africa, correct?
Currently, no. Only we are in the second phase. So we're rolling it out according to those at risk of severe disease and hospitalization. So only for the above 65-year-olds with comorbidities.
Mm-hmm. Now, is it free? Is the vaccine free for everybody?
Yes, 100% free.
Okay, that's wonderful. Wonderful.
That's wonderful.
Well, hopefully, yeah. I think I'm just gonna wait, like maybe like 6 months or so, and see what happens. But I think what's interesting. I mean, I'm so glad that I'm chatting with you as a medical person, because I get a lot of mixed opinions about the vaccine, and I mean, I think one issue that people are not talking about is immunity, fortifying the immune system. I'd like to think, well, I think I have a very good immune system, and I've been to a lot of quote unquote super spreader events, and I've never had COVID. I take my vitamins every day. I'm vegan. I've been vegan for 21 years, so I pay attention to what I eat. I stay away from the sun too much. I don't want to get like skin cancer. I really take care of myself. But I think we do not talk about immune system a lot. So what advice, let's say, would you give to someone who may be hesitant of taking the vaccine, and they think that they actually have a good, wonderful immune system? How do you convince this person like me to take the vaccine anyway?
I would say to this person, well done, first of all. It's not every day where you find someone who's actually actively preventing diseases and stuff like that. So well done on that. But in as much as you're protected, you can still carry it. Sometimes your immune system is so strong that you don't even show that you have COVID. You understand? So you could be asymptomatic. So in this case, I would say, if anything, you would be doing it for someone who might get it from you, who might suffer disease, not necessarily for yourself. It would be for someone else in that case.
What do you think of rapid swab tests? Because this is what I did. Okay, so before I actually attended Miss Universe, I never had a chance to speak with Natasha when I was Miss Universe. I've always wanted to approach her because of the restrictions of COVID and whatnot, none of us fans were able to take selfies or even say hello to the Miss Universe contestants. So, and I felt very bad about that. But I had to take 2 rapid swab tests, one before I hop on the plane. It was negative, thank God. And then when I landed in Florida, I had to take it again, and it negative. And then before I could attend the pageant inside the theater, I also had to take it, and it was all negative. Wow. But of course, swab tests to me really don't mean anything. I mean, is it really effective though?
So with a rapid antigen test, it is more relevant for people who have COVID. So it's very sensitive. It's very specific, but it's not really sensitive, meaning that you could have COVID, but it's more inclined to say that you're negative. But in those patients who actually have COVID, it picks it up really well, you understand? So it's it's very quick. It's for time's sake. You need to know if you're going on the plane or not, but it's not really a good test to see if you have COVID or not, because it's more inclined to say negative, because it's not that sensitive. Whereas with the PCR, which we have to wait for 24 to 48 hours, it detects the genetic material of the COVID. So it's really good to say, this person definitely does not have COVID. But I guess we just use what we can. And in this case, it would be an antigen, because if you were positive, then we know that you are definitely positive. But it actually also disclaims that if you're negative, it's not really guaranteed that you don't have dormant COVID or something like that. So it's not a good screening tool, but it's a good diagnostic tool.
Okay, that's interesting. Okay, well, thank you for that information, doctor. I appreciate it. Now, if any of you people out there who were watching this show tonight, whatever you are, and if you have any questions, about the vaccine, please reach out to Thato and she will give you everything that you need to know about the vaccine, because we still have a lot of misconceptions and stereotypes. So I'm going to send them all to you, doctor. Okay.
Come forth.
Now,
come forward.
Yes. Now, would you say that you have a lot of friends? You're very friendly?
I'm so social. I have so many friends. I need to cut off, actually. I'm joking.
Now, to those people who are very close to and who know you quite a lot, how would they describe you, like in 3 adjectives?
Okay, they would say I am funny. And I'm a very honest person, really honest. I try to tell my friends the truth as much as I can. And I am ambitious. Yeah.
Well, actually, yeah, those are 3 important qualities to have, not as, in everyday situation, but also as a Miss Supranational title holder. So Miss Supranational organization, if you're watching this show, this is your potential winner right here.
Like, oh, thank you.
Now, okay, so what is like something that you have accomplished as an adult that your younger self would be proud of? Let's say if you were talking to an 8-year-old Thato, what would you tell her?
I tell her, Thato, did you know that one day you would be a doctor and Miss Supranational in the middle of a pandemic?
Good one.
Like, she would be. That's like, amazing. What?
I didn't know. Okay, sure.
My younger 8-year-old self, right. Actually, I really just wanted, when I was 8, I really just wanted to work at McDonald's, because I would go there for my birthdays and I'd get a toy all the time with a Happy Meal. So that was my ambition. So I'd tell her, girl, you're going to buy McDonald's every day if you want.
So you come from a very big country, South Africa. I've never been there, but I've always wanted to go. To those of us who maybe 3 good reasons why we should visit South Africa.
Well, I would say South Africa is rich in history. As you might or might not know, the legendary Nelson Mandela is South African, and he served 67 years of his life serving in prison for the freedom of colored people. So I'd say Robben Island is there where the great Nelson Mandela was. For me, when I went personally, it was such a beautiful experience. It helped me appreciate where we are as a country. And it gave me hope that someone who was mistreated like this could go on and change the world. So I think anyone, even if you're not South African, if you visit Robben Island, your life will change. And then another thing is we have the most beautiful diversity. It feels like you are traveling every day because you hear 11 different languages, including sign language. You see so many different people. South Africa has become one of the most accepting countries of all nationalities. And it's like so beautiful to see. So you would experience, I think it's a good budget. If you want to travel a lot, but you don't have a budget, the people of South Africa make you travel. And another thing, we have beautiful land with beautiful animals. If you're from the city, it would be nice for you to relax on a safari. We have lots of those in South Africa. So please come.
I definitely will one of these days. But what about the weather though? Isn't it too hot all year round?
No. It's hot enough.
Do you have snow? Do you have like cold weather?
No, we don't have snow. I've never seen snow. I've seen frosting on the grass in the morning, but that's about it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I've always wanted to go to a safari because I love animals, and I want to see like wild animals in their natural habitat. I don't want to see like wild animals in cages or in zoos.
No.
I want to see them like roam around, you know.
You want to see, you want to feel the lion biting your neck. You understand? You want to. I'm joking.
Okay, now here's an important question for you, my dear Thato. Why do you think you should be Miss Supranational?
Oh, Miss Supranational is looking for aspirational and inspirational women, women who always dare to dream bigger, but as they're doing so, they inspire those coming after them. And I think I'm that kind of woman. I come from a small town where my accomplishment as being a doctor was already enough for the society around me. They would say, wow, you have made, you know, these words that say, you have made it in life. And I didn't allow those words, because honestly, it was a good accomplishment. I'm the first doctor in my family or medical practitioner. And you hear a lot of people praising you for that, but you shouldn't be allowed to be limited by society, even if they're limiting you in a good way, like complimenting you, saying, oh, you're Rafa, you're the best, you've done so well. You should, woo, electricity's back. There was no electricity for a while, sorry. But yes, I don't listen to what people say I should stop at. I just continue aspiring for myself. And I think in doing that, I liberate others to do the same. So I'm that woman, but also I'm a very chilled kind of person. I think I'm relatable. I don't want to be too stuck up, because then people can't approach you and express their real concerns. So I'm really approachable. And it's also important when you're a doctor to allow your patient to be free so that they tell you more, so that you can get to the right diagnosis. I think it comes from that, but I've always been this person who's just like, whatever, okay. Yes.
Now, is there a talent competition in Miss Supranational?
I heard that there was, and I don't have a talent.
Okay, you don't have a talent? Everybody has a talent, Thato. Come on. Maybe you haven't discovered it yet.
I think this is a talent. I've told people this is a talent, but they don't believe me. So you can tell me if this is a talent or not, right?
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
So look at my eyes. I can move one eye at a time. Look.
Wow. That is impressive. That is a talent. I will give you 10 out of 10, Thato. That was amazing.
You're sabotaging me. Is it really? Okay, well, okay. I hope you're not sabotaging me.
Well, I'm going to send this video to the owner of Miss Supranational so they can tell. Did you know that Miss South Africa has a talent? Look.
Wow.
Well, talk about being fun. You know, I mean, that's definitely very a funny side of you. Well, actually, what do you like to do for fun besides crossing your eyes?
Well,
and scaring people.
I do a lot of Netflix. I love Netflix. I'm watching The Designated Survivor at the moment, which is really like. And then I like to go to spas. I like to go get a massage because I'm usually physically in pain. I usually have backache, tension. So I like that. That's for me relaxing. That's for me fun. And Netflix, yes, that's my fun.
Oh yeah, we have to have Netflix. I mean, how many during the lockdown, how many Netflix movies did you watch?
A lot.
I can tell you how many I watched. I watched about 25 during the 2-month lockdown in my state. Yep. Mm-hmm.
That's a lot.
I was just so addicted.
Yes.
Gotta have Netflix. Yeah.
What's your genre?
I don't have any specific genre. I like horror movies. I like action. I like a combination of both. I like comedy and drama. You know, musicals. I love musicals. Love it because I love to sing, even though I can't sing, but I love to sing. Can you sing?
I can't sing, but I also love to sing.
Well, you can sing in the shower or something.
Yes, I sing in the shower. I love people who can sing. Like I just like, oh, God gave you. Like I'm always on X Factor. I'm always on AGT, Britain's Got Talent. I'm always watching people who can sing.
Yeah. Have you done karaoke?
Yes, I love karaoke. We did it when we were in Cape Town as the top 10 finalists. It was so beautiful. It was Jordan's birthday. She was one of the top 10 finalists. And we were just singing karaoke the whole night. But obviously, you know, the good singers, they just like to take attention and start performing. And we're like, no, guys, we're just having fun. But the good singers always take control. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. That I think that's the most important thing, is just to have fun. You know, it doesn't matter whether you can sing or not, as long as you're with friends and you're having a good time. That's it. That's what counts.
That's it. That's
now.
Important.
Let's talk. We all have different perceptions of beauty. Now, for you, how do you define beauty?
For me, it's not about it. It has an aspect of obviously external appearance, but it's more about impact. So it's more about how do you change a scenario? How do you make other people feel when you walk into a room? And that, for me, it's the effect of someone. That's their beauty. Or I think the definition is the aura that someone has, that has the ability to make people relax, feel good about themselves, and look at life differently. That's beautiful for me. For example, think of a flower. If you see a flower, it just makes the garden beautiful. You understand? It itself, you cannot deny that it looks good. And that's what I think a lot of us beauty queens like shying away from. Obviously, look at me, I look good. But I also
you look good. And you know what? You look exactly like the model and the banner in the background. Yeah. I mean, you know, none of you are Photoshop. I mean, it's exactly the same, you know. So
so it's your ability to change your circumstance for the better that makes you beautiful, no matter how you look on the outside.
I like that. I really do. I don't recall of anybody having defined beauty as such as you have. I think so. That's quite unique for your definition. So awesome.
Thank you.
Okay, so you like challenges, right? Okay. Like, oh yeah, I love challenges. Okay.
Challenge me. Yes.
Okay, I will challenge you later, but for now, let me ask you, name 3 things that you would never do. Never. No matter what the circumstances are.
Drugs. Drugs. I'll never do drugs. That's the first one.
Good.
Secondly, I would never hurt someone intentionally. I would never go out of my way to make someone else feel bad. I wouldn't. And thirdly, I'd never live anywhere in the world besides South Africa. I'd visit a lot of countries, but I wouldn't. This country, I always it makes me laugh. It makes me happy. I'm just so grateful to be born in South Africa that I would never move. I'd visit, but I'll never move. Yeah.
Okay. That's wonderful. So you're a very proud South African woman.
I'm proudly South African. So
Wonderful.
Grateful that I was born here. Yeah.
Great. Would you consider yourself a materialistic woman? No.
Not at all.
What is the most expensive product that you own?
Is it like products or like a thing?
Anything.
Okay, it's I own a property where I rent out to students. So that's
wonderful.
Property.
Okay.
Yeah.
So are you a landlady?
Yes, I am.
Okay. So would you consider yourself a fair and nice landlady?
Yes, I rent out to students, and I understand that some of them are on bursaries, and the bursaries pay at a specific time. So I'm very lenient. As long as you don't mess my carpet, it's fine.
Exactly, because we all have to learn. We all have to earn a living. You know what I mean?
We have to. Yeah.
I need that rent money now.
I'm flying to Mister Supranational.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay, so you love makeup. Name 3 makeup products that you cannot live without, that you have to have them all the time, like 3 products?
Number 1 would be a concealer, because then you can shape your brows with it and you can use it as your foundation. Mascara, because it just opens up the eyes. And a lip gloss. A lip gloss.
Mascara? Yep. Blush? Okay, yeah. Yeah, concealer, definitely. We have to have concealer, yeah. Oh, yeah, imperfections like acne, like pimples and stuff. And
exactly.
You know,
yeah,
because we gotta look good. You know,
we gotta look perfect.
Now, okay, yeah. What is a challenge that you would never want to face? I mean, I know, life nowadays is going to be very, very challenging and very difficult. But is there one challenge that you would never want to face in life?
There have been challenges where I thought I would never survive. So I don't think so. I think challenges really shape who we are. Challenges are there for each. They're so individualized that they're specifically designed for you to bring out a specific strength in you. So in me avoiding the challenge, I'm losing out on a potential strength. So I wouldn't, because I used to think I would never want to decide who lives and who dies. And then I became a doctor in a setting with limited resources, and I had to start making such decisions. Who do we help first? Who do we help next? And that was so challenging for me, but I overcame. I learned to be critical and not emotional. In certain situations, you don't go by emotions. You use your brain, and that's it, for the right decision at the end of the day. So yeah, I think every challenge has its strengths that you should draw from them. And in as much as we want to live a very straight line life can throw you anything, and everything will bring out something in you.
That's wonderful. I totally agree. Now, okay, here's an interesting question. If there were no rules in your life just for one day, and you could be totally outrageous, what would you do? No rules, baby, no rules for one day.
I'd steal everyone's money. I'd steal money. I'd steal all the rich. No, listen, I'm coming. I would steal money, then redistribute it. You understand? Because I think there's such a huge gap between the very rich people. The very rich people don't have enough money to even last their lifetime. They have too much money to even finish in their lifetime. So imagine how many other lifetimes you could help if you just stole from a very, very rich person. So I'd steal the money. Obviously, I'll keep some for myself, but I would redistribute it so that we could all more or less start on the same ground, even the ground. Yeah. Right.
So you want to play Robin Hood, because that's exactly what Robin Hood did. Yeah, he stole from the rich.
I would be Robin Hood. Yeah. Yes. I would be Robin Hood.
Okay, so describe to me what your dream house would be like. If you were to, what style, what kind of, environment you would live in?
I want a quiet neighborhood, firstly, very safe. I need to be secure with my safety, and very big backyard with a swimming pool. Even though I can't swim, it should be a shallow swimming pool. So but you can't really drown. And I really like these new architectural designs, very square, gray and white, silver. Yeah. Do you understand what I'm very?
It's not like very industrial look. Very modern, very industrial, simplistic.
Very modern. Yeah, simplistic, modern, clean colors, very cool structures, squares, rectangles, and with a very beautiful view of the skyline. I would love that in the city.
In the city, okay. Well, it would be nice to have like a little house in the country as well. If you feel like getting away from the city and.
Yes, that obviously as well, but
I mean, with all the money, with all the money that you've stolen from rich people, I would think you can afford to get another house in the country, right?
I have one by the beach, one in the mountain, one in the air, one in the water. You understand?
That's right. That's right. Now, okay. Well, would you consider yourself as an emotional person? I mean, like, let's say, what makes you mad? What one thing that really pisses you off or irritates you?
It's the misuse of power, aka corruption. Yes, I really feel like when you are in a leadership position or you're given a platform, you should really use it for the betterment of those under the platform, not for selfish gain. You understand? So I really get angry when you are put in a position where you could help so many people, but you decide to help yourself. That's not that. Oh, that gets to me. Yeah.
Yeah, that would really get to me too. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. Actually, I wouldn't know how to treat that person if that person actually treated me in a most horrible, like, corrupt way. I would probably just hire a lawyer and sue the ass out of him. So,
Yeah.
I live in a country where everybody likes to sue each other. So hey, why not me?
Really? Okay. Okay. I won't make you angry.
I was just kidding. No. Okay, so what personality traits in other people that you hate?
Just rude people.
Rude. Yeah, that would really.
Aggressive people. Yeah, just rude and aggressive. Arrogance for me, I find it funny when someone is being arrogant. I'm just like, come on, man. You're just like us. So I find humor in arrogance when someone is trying to act like a certain way. But just being rude is really not nice. Don't be rude.
Yeah, I totally agree, because with somebody who's arrogant, you can always change your mind. But with rude people, I always, tell at least the people that I know, being kind can go a long way. If you ask something politely in a civil way, you will get what you want. But if you ask it in a very an unkind and cruel way, you're not going to go anywhere.
Very true. I agree.
Yeah, it's so important to be kind, especially there's a lot of cruelty going on in this world today. So yeah, we all need to be kind to each other.
Please, guys, it's easy.
But are you kind to your haters now? Like to your bashers online, to your bullies online? How do you treat them?
I have actually never retaliated.
Okay.
I've never. I block. I'm a master blocker. I block and delete. Block it. I just block.
Yeah. I think that's the best way. Yeah.
Otherwise, you'll get so exhausted, because when people think, you need to remember, when someone is approaching you with negativity, automatically when you respond in that moment, you're inclined to be negative as well. So imagine always being negative in trying to bash negativity. You'll just have a negative day. Whereas blocking and ignoring is so passive that you even forget about the comment.
That's true. That is so true. So people out there who are haters, okay, I'm going to block you too. Block.
I'll block you.
Okay, so what do most people think is false about you, but it is actually true? Like people perceived you as something that they think is false about you, but then it's actually true.
I think because of the way I'm always light in my mood. I don't think people think I have episodes where I really just want to stay in bed the whole day, or I suffer from bad anxiety where I'll just eat all my nails. Look at my nails. Like, wow. I just eat all my nails when I'm having like a lot of stress. And I think people think my life is so chilled and relaxed, but actually I get very anxious, more than the normal person. I just know how to cope with it. So I think people think I'm not anxious at all. I'm very always happy. Nah. It's just that when I'm in those moments, I can't show you guys because that's how bad it is. I can't even hold my phone. You understand?
Interesting.
So,
interesting.
Yeah.
Well, are you going to have your nails done when you go to Poland?
I need cement on these nails. Otherwise, final night.
Yeah, 'cause you don't want
Otherwise,
you don't want the judges to know staring at your unmanicured nails. I mean,
no,
look.
I'll keep my hands in my hair.
Oh, you know what? Actually, you can wear one of those like fancy gloves. Maybe you can borrow Natasha's gloves that she wore at Miss Universe.
You're so smart. I'm just gonna burn Tasha's gloves.
Yeah, exactly. There you
That's
go.
so smart. All my outfits, gloves, and I'll blame it on the weather.
There you go. Okay, I'm reading some comments from my channel. Okay,
Yes.
say hello everyone. Hello Tato, you're beautiful. How are you? Um, my
Oh,
friend,
thank you.
my friend Hector Joaquin says, I have a question. Are you happy
Mm.
going to Supranational, or did you really want to go to Miss Universe or Miss World? Can you answer that question?
Yes, I think I did in the beginning, but I'll retouch on
You
it.
missed it.
I'm
Yeah.
really happy. It's the first time that the Miss South Africa organization is sending a representative. So I'm very happy to be the pioneer. I get to set my own bar. I get to do my own thing. I'm so excited. Everyone is like, oh, what's this Miss Supranational? Because in South Africa, it wasn't such a big thing. And now a lot of people are so interested and therefore are supporting me. So I'm really excited. I think I can bring something nice to the pageant. And I think they'll welcome me too. Yeah.
I didn't know that. I've always had the impression that South Africa has always had representatives to
Yes,
Supranational.
definitely. They
Oh,
have had, but it was more of an appointed basis. So now we're going through the Miss South Africa organization, and
got
that's
it.
the first time that we buy the license. Yes.
Okay, that's amazing. Okay,
Mhm.
wow. Okay, and I think there's also a Mister Supranational South Africa, I believe, because it's a it's a
Yes. So
it's a
we
male and female pageant. So yeah, all right.
yes, that's interesting. I recently got into touch with him, so we're both excited. Yeah.
Are you guys traveling together or separately?
No, not together. Separately. Separately. Yes.
Okay, but that's a different organization altogether. The Mister,
It's
right?
an entirely different, yes, it's just that the individual himself and I just got into contact because we thought, hey, we are the representatives, let's get to know each other. Yeah.
Okay.
Not like that. Not like that. I hope you're not thinking that.
Okay, people with dirty mind, get your minds off the gutter.
Please, please sanitize your minds.
Okay, another question from our viewers. If you could meet or have lunch with any person in history, who would it be and why?
Mm. I would love to have sat with the late Nelson Mandela. Yes, in history, because he was such a forgiving and kind man. And I struggle a lot with forgiveness. I can forgive you, but I still have that little bit of pain. So I want to know how he was able to fully let go and move forward and do great things. Because I think a lot of the times, us as human beings can be held back by previous hurts in the past, whether it's an individual or an organization could have hurt you so badly that it hinders you from moving forward. Because you're like, for example, some women say, I'll never enter a pageant because I did this pageant and this is what people did. But then you miss the opportunity of entering a bigger pageant just because one pageant has hurt you. So I just want to meet him to discuss how you fully overcome, Yeah.
That is amazing. I think that's also another thing that I wish I could have done to have met Nelson Mandela in person, because I've always heard about him, in the news and whatnot, and all the wonderful things that he's accomplished, for his people. But this
Mm.
he's just one of those very few celebrities or personalities that I really would have wanted to have met. So, but
Mm.
I'm glad he's the father of South Africa.
He
That
is.
he basically built the country. So
He literally did.
yeah, so
With
very
other people, of course, but he really was the anchor. And it was so special. Him and my late grandmother passed away the same year at the same age. So it was so like, I felt like it was my granddad too. Yeah.
yeah, that's wonderful. Um, if you were to run for a political office in South Africa, what would your slogan be?
I would run for the Department of Health my office. I would want to be the Minister of Health because of my experience in various settings. I've been in a clinic, I've been in a hospital, in an academic institution, and I've more or less seen what is necessary. So I would have a slogan that says quality healthcare for all. Yeah.
That's wonderful. Yeah, I think that's one important aspect to being a leader is that you want to serve your people. A lot of leaders these days, they lead the country only because they want to, satisfy their egos. They're not really serving their country as real servants, So they only run for political office out of fame and possibly fortune, but not necessarily service. So that's very good to know. And of course, with your medical experience, that is a big plus, definitely. As far as
I think it's a big possibility, actually. It's a big possibility.
So we never know. One of these days, you could be the future leader of South Africa, baby.
Yes.
Now, we all have strange habits, Thato. What do you think is your strangest habit that you have? Besides not putting manicure in your fingernails.
I have the strangest thing. I can dislocate my hip. Not really dislocate. I can move my hip out of its socket like this.
Ooh, wow.
You'd have to see it to believe it.
Are you flexible? Like, is your entire body flexible?
No, I'm actually quite stiff, but that part, I don't know how. I can move both my hips. I can make them go like this. So you'd have to feel it's creepy for people, but I do it.
Does it have like a weird noise or sound?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, it sounds like a hinge.
I would probably feel bad for your roommate in Miss Supranational. It's like, what is that noise? Where is it coming from? Oh my God, my roommate is doing it.
That is my hip. Yeah, I can do that. It's my party trick. Yeah.
Yeah. Earlier, you mentioned flowers. If you were in a bouquet of flowers, what flower would you be and why?
I'd be the sunflower.
I love sunflowers. I'm raising them right now as we speak. Yay!
Really?
Yes.
Because it's just a happy flower, and that's why I'm just a happy flower, very simple but beautiful. That's me.
I totally agree. Now, wait a minute. So, have you done your national costume yet? Do you have a national costume to wear yet?
No, not yet. But no, it's not finished. It's in the process.
Maybe you want to incorporate sunflowers in the costume.
I can do that. Yeah, I could have them here.
Yeah, exactly. Or maybe in your hips. Kidding, just kidding.
Wow.
If you could be great at one thing, what would it be and why? Think great, think great, think great.
I think speaking with the ability to convince. Not really manipulation, but just speaking in a way that, because I find it difficult. Sometimes I'm trying to say something, but I don't have the words. So speaking in a way where I can convince people, because I think a lot of decisions in the world or the changes that are made all start in conversations. So to be able to have those critical conversations in a way that I can speak effectively, that will inspire change, that would be my dream. Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Mm.
If you were to come back as an animal in the next life, what would you be and why?
I'd probably be, I don't know. I've never thought of this one. Okay.
Oh, come on. There's a lot of wild animals. Any animals, domestic, wild, doesn't matter.
Oh, I'd be an eagle.
Ooh, okay.
I'd be an eagle. Because then I travel for free and I am, I don't really get hunted, and I fly high and just powerful, and I soar. Yeah, an eagle.
What is the South Africa have a national animal?
Yes, we have the blue crane, we have the springbok.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's also the name of our rugby team.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, those animals are very, very graceful. Actually, very
Yes.
elegant, I think.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're beautiful. Wonderful.
Mm.
Now, tell me, can you live without designer shoes?
I'm living without them. What are you saying?
Oh, I don't know. Many beauty queens own at least a pair of designer shoes. Don't you own
What?
a pair of Louboutin heels?
No, I don't.
Really?
Dio, what?
I'm
I
shocked.
don't.
I'm utterly shocked.
I know it's like you said before, you asked me if I'm materialistic. I'm actually quite a cheapskate. So I'm like, why must I buy these shoes when I can get like 300 shirts?
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
So
So,
I am living without designer shoes. I feel like I haven't had that desire to get them. And when I do, I will be in a financial position to get them without having to feel that this amount of money just left my account. Yeah.
yeah, okay, I like that. Another question from our viewer. What would you say to someone that thinks that pageants degrade women?
I would tell them to, like I said, before you have an opinion, do your research. So he would obviously have reasons why he's saying that, but I'd also bring my reasons that you should look at former title holders and the impact they've had on younger women and even men. So, for example, in our country, we have seen the biggest impact that Zozi had just standing on that stage saying to young women that they should be leaders, that it's even young girls from the age of 5 years old, 6 years old, who have any kind of understanding want to be leaders. They're inspired. So I would say, look at the impact that a platform can do, that a pageant platform can do in the community, as opposed to the other things that are really only small. I don't know why he would say that, but I feel so empowered since doing pageants. I'm more confident. I speak my mind more. I get to embrace who I am. I don't shy away. I used to think before entering Miss South Africa, I'm very silly. I'm too silly. No one's going to take me seriously. And they embraced that. And it just helps a woman develop into the woman that she's supposed to be. And while she's doing that, she inspires younger generations to grow into that. So yeah, pageants are the best, honestly.
I totally agree. I think the people who criticize pageants are people who, like what you said, who have not done the research, or
Yes.
people who are just jealous of other people's looks. You know what I mean? People who probably people who probably don't have a social or a love life, so they're jealous and envious of, of people who know have good looks, who are smart, who are intelligent as you. So yeah. So to critics of pageants, this is for you. Just kidding. Now, uh, okay. Hypothetical question: if you won Miss Supranational and one of the contestants told you that you did not deserve the crown, what would you tell this person?
I'll ask them, were you a judge? Were you there? No, you weren't. I'd be like, honestly, I can't imagine such a scenario, because I believe the representatives that are sent there are all phenomenal women. So for her to say something like that just shows that she shouldn't have been even at such a platform, because we are women who should be uplifting each other. I think those things of beauty queens bashing each other are long up ancient pageant, attributes. But now it's women who are powerful and confident in themselves. And I can't imagine a woman who's as confident in themselves as me saying that to someone else. So I don't know. I'd be like, girl, how did you get here? Like,
Well, you will always, in any competition, I think there will always be good apples and bad apples. There are always going to be sore losers and graceful losers.
Mm.
So yeah, I mean, it could happen, but I hope it wouldn't happen to you. So, but just in case, I want you to be prepared.
I'll be like, please, no, you are not a judge.
Okay, another question from our viewer. If you could have any superhuman power, what would it be and why?
It would be to fly.
Fly?
I hate being stuck in traffic. I hate being late.
Yeah.
So if I could fly, it would be amazing.
Wonderful. Okay, person by the name, I think he's South African, Wandile Matembu. Hi, Thato, sending love from South Africa.
Thank you, Wandile.
Thato, do you have a hidden talent?
Should I show them?
Yes, I think they came in late to the show. Do it again, please. Everybody, here is Thato's hidden talent. Go, Thato.
I better not be a meme. I will sue you. I will come to America and sue you. Okay, I want to.
Go. There you go. Everybody sees that? Awesome talent. And I'm going to make a screenshot and magnify it and send it to everybody.
Please.
No, I'm just kidding. Last question. What brings you the most joy in life?
I hope I don't sound cliche, but it's really to help other people in whatever way. Like, especially when I'm moved to help them. Sometimes you can pass a certain situation every day, but then on that one day, something tells you reach out and help. And that response just makes me feel so good. And I think it's joy. It's the only time I feel real joy when I help someone, especially in the hospital. There's been this one scenario where this grandmother asked to hold my hand and pray for me because she's like, you helped me so well, like you helped me so much, and I wish you all the best. And I literally started crying because that's how when I'm really happy, I cry. So I literally started crying because that's when I have the most joy, when I know that I've made a difference in someone else's life. And sometimes I even feel like I gain more than they have gained because of that amount of joy. So yeah, that's for me. I would do that all my life.
It is true that you get more joy in giving than receiving.
Definitely, especially when you give with a pure heart.
I think if we could train, exactly. It's always what your intention is all about. I'm glad. I'm happy for you. Okay, Thato, let's play some games. Do you like games? I love games. Game number 1, this or that. Mineral water or tap water?
Tap water, depending on the city. Yeah.
What do you mean? Depending on the city? Is water?
Yeah, sometimes it tastes sandy, but where I am living now in Johannesburg, it's amazing, sweet. So depending on the taste, yeah.
Okay. So I'd rather. So you would rather encourage me to visit Johannesburg than Cape Town, where water is bad.
Well, Johannesburg water is nicer than most.
Okay. All right. Ice cream or frozen yogurt, baby?
Ice cream, honey. Ice cream.
One-piece swimsuit or bikini?
One piece. Because if I'm in a bikini, it's just too much to handle. You understand? So I just prefer to be humble. Okay. But no, honestly, I just like the way a one piece shapes me better than a two piece. Yeah.
Do you know if the contestants at Miss Supranational will have the option to wear one piece or a bikini?
Yes, we have options. Yes.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Coffee or tea?
Tea. Tea for Thato.
Tea for Thato. Yeah, there you go. Foot massage or hand massage?
Foot massage.
Mm-hmm. A real book or a digital book?
Real book. Digital book makes me feel like I'm just on social media. Yeah.
I totally agree. Not only that, but I think real book is more personal because you can actually sign your name or the author's name.
Yeah.
You know, it's more personal.
Yes.
Thato, money or love, baby? Is it a hard question?
Listen, what should be? Love. Love.
Love for money. Yeah. Woohoo. You gotta, make a little compromise somewhere there. Okay.
Love.
Right. Hey, skydiving or bungee jumping?
I've done bungee jumping, so I want to try skydiving. So I'm gonna do skydiving. That's another thing about me. I love adrenaline.
Well, maybe, hopefully, in Poland, the girls can do some skydiving. That'd be nice.
That would be amazing. I wish it's a competition so that I win it.
And it's still what? Poland is it was in August, right? It's just still summertime in Poland, I believe.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Nice weather. Good.
Summer into autumn. Yeah.
What is your favorite music?
Pop music. I just love anything nice that I can dance to. Yeah.
Okay. What is your favorite wild animal?
I would say the lion.
The lion.
Very dominant, very proud.
Yeah. We all like lions. What is your favorite fashion accessory?
Accessory. Let me think. I'm not an accessory person, but I'd say belts. Belts. Because you can snatch your waist. It makes any pants look very chic. So I love belts.
Wonderful. What is your favorite color?
It's this dusty pink.
What does that look like? Dusty
like a
pink.
Mauve.
Pink
like
covered with dust? Clean your room, Miss Thato.
Like, look at my curtain, this color.
Oh, okay. It almost looks like a salmon or something. Pretty much.
Yes. I just don't know the vocab, but I love that soft pink. It's so beautiful.
Okay. What is your favorite spice?
There's this spice. There's this spice in South Africa. It's called 6 gun. So 6 gun. And it just makes everything taste nice.
Okay. So is it like very, is there like chili powder?
No,
paprika,
it's quite neutral. It has a spice to it, a heat to it, but it's not too much. It's not overbearing. And it just it goes with everything. It makes me feel like I can cook.
Okay. Game number 2. Would you rather be a famous director or a famous actress?
An actress. Yay.
Why? Your ego, baby, your ego, right? It's all about the ego.
Exactly.
And you want your face on all the entertainment magazines and stuff. So
exactly. So you have never seen a director on a magazine? No.
Okay. Would you rather live in a cave or live in a tree house?
In a tree house. Caves are cold.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Would you rather be an average person in the present or a queen of a large country 2,500 years ago?
A queen 2,500 years ago. Because I think I could, yeah, I think I could have done a lot in terms of rules and constitutions.
And advancing women's rights, you know what I mean?
Earlier, quicker. Yes.
That's right. Would you rather have a bicycle or a motorcycle?
Motorcycle. I used to have dreams of myself on a motorcycle. So.
Okay, so you're like one of those like biker chicks, I guess.
I'm a biker chick.
Would you rather be forced to eat only spicy food or only incredibly bland food?
I'd go with bland food. I think spicy foods, guys, cause ulcers, and bland food, you'll get used to it. Yeah.
That's true. I agree. And sometimes bland food is healthier.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oftentimes, yeah.
Would you rather Take a vow of celibacy or take a vow of silence?
Celibacy. Celibacy.
Why? Because you don't want to shut up?
I don't. I do not. I can't.
I don't think any free person wants to be shut up. We always have to express our opinion, you know?
Yes.
Would you rather have a golden voice or a silver tongue?
A silver tongue. Like I said before, yes. Silver tongue.
Yep. Talk. Good. Would you rather travel the world for a year on a shoestring budget or stay in only one country for a year but live in luxury?
The latter. I would rather live in luxury. When I'm done, I sell those things, then I go travel.
Good answer. Oh my God, I love that. You're thinking. Woohoo! Okay, game number 3. You're gonna like this one. Give me a wrong answer.
Okay.
Give me a wrong answer. Question number 1. Thato, tell me, why are there 10 commandments? Wrong answer.
Because 11 is an odd number.
Love it. Love it. Thato, what color is the sky?
Whatever you see.
Okay, right now it's dusty pink.
Yeah.
Oh my God. What is the best way to make $10 million?
Forex.
What?
Forex trading.
Oh, okay. All right. That should do it. $10 million forex trading. There you go. Next one. Why do spiders have 8 legs?
I actually don't know. So whatever I say is wrong.
Well, yeah, invent, create anything. Use your imagination. Why do they have 8 legs?
Okay.
Because they don't have 7 legs.
Wow.
Another one. Tell me, how do you write a book, Thato? Wrong answer.
I know the right answer, so this is so difficult.
They could ask one of these questions as Miss Supranational, baby. Mm-hmm.
How do you write?
Consider this as your preparation.
Okay, so I need to give the wrong answer to how do you write a book?
How do you write a book?
You go and Google, you Google that exactly. You paste the first thing that you see, you edit it so that it's not plagiarism, and then you continue from there. Okay,
that's a good one. Okay, good one. Wonderful. How do you eat popcorn, Thato?
You throw it in the air. If it's not,
Can you
then it's not
please?
popcorn. Then it's just corn if you don't make it pop in the air.
And you're like, swallow it. Last question, Miss. Who will win Miss Supranational 2021? Wrong answer.
Not Thato.
Love it.
Oh.
Listen, darling. I had a wonderful time chatting with you.
Thanks. I also had such a good time, Rafa.
You know, because I think I don't know. Sometimes I don't understand why. I know there's plenty of vloggers out there who would invite a queen to their show, but only ask them like really superficial, stupid, like questions. And that's why I wanted to invite beauty queens to my show and just basically have fun with them, get to know them, get to know their personality. And I think you've shown us plenty of your personality today. And as soon as everybody watches the show and they get to know you, the real you, oh my gosh, she's amazing. She definitely has to be in the top 5 of Miss Supranational. And I think you're doing South Africa very, very proud. And I can't wait to see you on stage in Poland and what you have to bring, to the competition. So
Uh,
I wish you the best of luck. Now, before I let you go, would you like to say something to your fans and supporters out there?
yes. Firstly, I'd like to say thank you so much, Rafa. I don't like it when interviewers are not interactive and they just ask us very boring questions. So thank you that you took that into consideration. I felt so free just being myself. I felt like this is a good platform to just showcase who I am. And to the people who are going to be watching this, thank you so much for all your love, all your support. It does not go unnoticed. Every like, every positive comment really just pushes me towards working harder for the crown, especially South Africans. I promise to make you proud. I'm going to do my best. I'm not going to change who I am, but I'm going to really bring the best of who I can be. So thank you so much, guys. I'll see you in Poland. Are you coming to Poland?
I don't know. If they invite me, yeah, sure. To judge, I will. Kidding. No, I've never been to Supranational, but I don't know, we'll see what happens. I mean, do you know when you're leaving for Poland?
Yes, I'll be leaving just in the beginning of August. Okay. So to spend the majority of August there, and then the competition is between the 20th and the 22nd of August.
Okay, that's wonderful. Oh, I'm reading some comments. She says she's ready for Supra. Gerhard, the owner, will love her. Somebody says, that's my queen. I love South Africa. Besos de Puerto Rico. Kisses from Puerto Rico.
I love Puerto Rico.
We love you. So yeah, so people are sending you a lot of love. So
thank you.
Thank you for your wonderful, lovely comments. I'm going to send you the biggest virtual hug ever from the United States of America to South Africa. And I will be following you on your social media. And once this video is uploaded, I will tag you so you can share it with your friends.
Thank you so, so much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Have a wonderful rest of the week. So we'll see you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Thato. Love you.